What's good, Hoodrich fam? Hoodrich Credit tapping in. Look, Hoodrich fam, today I got a quick, very special video for you guys today. So what I'm finding is a lot of youngins are starting to hop into the credit game, right? I'm a youngin myself. You know, I hopped into the credit game very young, but a lot of people my age or younger, they're starting to hop into the credit game and they're trying to get their first vehicle, their first auto loan. And you guys are running into issues with that because you don't know how to fucking do it. So that's where I come in. Okay, you guys. So look, y'all, I'm gonna be breaking down some sauce how to get your first auto loan because a lot of you guys, the youngest that are trying to hop into the credit game and trying to get their first vehicle. I understand, you just moving out of your mom's crib, you gotta get your shit together, you gotta have your vehicle in place. That way you can move around and get shit done. So I understand, man. So the fastest way to get your vehicle from scratch, and this is you solely, like you by your dolo, because you get what I'm saying. Sometimes you might not have the best relationship with your mom at the crib, and she don't want to co-sign or some shit like that, right? Or your pops don't want to co-sign. You don't got nobody that want to co-sign. So the fastest way to get a vehicle, and to be honest with y'all, you getting a vehicle is gonna take some time on your personal credit. It's gonna take around 6 month time frame. I'm telling you this upfront right now, but you can get it very fast with an institution like Navy Fed. And remember, this is only under your personal credit. Another thing that I forgot to include is you don't need no down payment as well. This is where a lot of people get fucked up. You don't need no down payment, so you go strictly to your, Navy Fed, get the check in the mail. Once you get that check in the mail, go directly to the dealership. No down payment. You don't need no cosign. And I'm gonna give you guys some personal experience when I got my first vehicle, when I was first tapping into the credit game, when I was broke. Okay, so look, y'all. With Navy Fed, I always tell you guys, you gotta first become a member. They're a credit union that gives you low interest rates, and they're more willing to extend some funding to you, especially auto loan. They'll throw you an auto loan quick, right? So you open up a membership, and the way you open up a membership is they're restricted to only military bases, if you understand what I'm saying. So you have to have something like a family member that's in the military, some shit like that, right? But a lot of you guys don't have that, right? So you can just call up a representative up on the phone and tell them, hey, look, I was going through the online application with you guys and I noticed that you guys require extra documentation. DD 214, that's the extra documentation, right? Basically proving if you have a family member that was in the military. You tell them, hey, look, I don't have none of that documentation, but I have a grandfather that passed away, but I have none of his information, but I was wondering if I could still become a member with you guys. Okay, you get connected with the right representative, they'll let you slide in, they'll type in all your information, open up a checking account, and you in the door with Navy Fed. It's very quick, very simple process. Now you got a checking account with Navy Fed, right? Have some deposits going in, but also too, you want to open up a Navy Fed pledge loan, because remember, this is for the youngins out there that got no credit at all. Y'all got a thin profile, right? So when they be fed, you want to build a strong relationship. You want to show them some activity that you worth trusting. If they trust you more, they're gonna throw you that bag more. So now you got that checking account, you got some deposits going in. If you got direct deposit, with your job, set it up with Navy Fed. You got them, deposits going in. You got that Navy Fed pledge loan, like I told you guys. You want to deposit something like the minimum, which is $250 in your savings, and they're gonna pull out that $250 and create an installment loan. But it's like you working with your own money. You building your credit with your own money. That $250 is never gonna be gone. It's still gonna be in your savings, but they're gonna use that $250 to report kind of like a loan to your credit, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to simplify this shit for the people out there that, how do I say it? So y'all could understand more, because a lot of people don't know the deep sauce when it comes to the credit game. I'm trying to explain it a little easy. But yeah, you open up that little installment loan with your own money, and now you got that Navy Fed pledge loan popping up on your credit. And also too, you pay it down. There's a little hack to it. I'm just gonna put the Navy Fed pledge loan video right here, because there's too much in detail to get into that, and I don't want to make this video too long. When y'all go watch that video, I explain everything with the hacks with the Navy Fed pledge loan. But you want to obtain that, and also too, you want to get a Navy Fed secure swipe. That's the only shit you want to get approved for. Okay, if you try to pre-qualify with these unsecured credit cards, meaning that the banks give you the money, you're not gonna get approved for nothing. You got to put up some bread. Okay, so you want to open up a Navy Fed secure swipe. You want to open up that Navy Fed secure swipe. The minimum, I think, is $250. Use that card, pay it off on time. Use that card, pay it off on time. If you can, if you got somebody to add you as an authorized user trade line, look for that, okay? Get someone to add you as an authorized user trade line. from your family. That way it could boost up your credit as well. So you got an AU trade line, you got a Navy Fed pledge loan, and you got a Navy Fed secure swipe. And you got them deposits going in if you got a job, direct deposit, right? You doing this shit for 6 months, you maintaining these 3 accounts, well, 2 accounts, right? And that authorized users don't really count as an account because you piggybacking off somebody's credit. Somebody is vouching for you. But you doing this shit with these 2 accounts, using them, paying it off. Well, the Navy Fed pledge loan works a little different, but that secure swipe is very important. After 6 months, they're gonna graduate you to a 2K unsecured credit card, a cash rewards. It's a green credit card, right? Around that same time frame, you can go for that Navy Fed auto loan. It's the same shit that happened with me. Okay, when I was first starting my credit, I have no vehicle. I was broke as fuck, but I wanted my first vehicle because I wanted to be independent, right? So what I did was I did this exact same play. The only thing was though, I added a bunch of other accounts, like small accounts, because I didn't really know that much about credit. I added something like Kickoff and Self-Lender. There are 2 installment loans on your credit. Well, Kickoff reports as a revolving account, a revolving credit card on your report. But I had those 2 as well, with the Navy Fed accounts as well. So where was I at? I was oh yeah, me personally, so me doing this shit back and forth with Navy Fed, letting them accounts age for 6 months, then I applied for that Navy Fed auto loan and I got approved. And what I got approved for was a 20K vehicle. The reason why is because I know that I couldn't get something like a 40K vehicle because I didn't have comparable car credit. A lot of you guys trying to get some scat packs and shit like that, that's not gonna work unless you do some sauce with the CPNs. Okay, that's some sauce that I have. If you guys want that sauce, hit me up personally. I got all the details to create a CPN for you, and you straight, you on the gas. You hitting that gas, and you get approved for shit like scats and all that other type of shit that you can't really do on your personal credit because you don't have that comparable card credit. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, like I was saying, a lot of you guys, when it comes to your personal credit, you don't got comparable card credit. You don't have at least half of what you're trying to get approved for. So in my opinion, me personally, what I think is these institutions, the most that they're willing to extend to you as a first time vehicle buyer is a 20K vehicle. I feel like that's the max that they'll like extend to you. Anything above that, like you're gonna look for a denial in place, if I'm being honest with you. So that's what I went for. I went for a 20K vehicle, and my financing was, I think it was 5%. Some shit like that. I was at 5% as a first time buyer, 4.99, some shit like that. Okay, you got it. But it happened in a time frame of 6 months, me building my credit from scratch. I have no cosign. Okay, I have no cosign, nobody to bug me in my ear. Hey, look, you can't go out at a certain amount of time because you're gonna fuck my shit up. Like I'm co-signing and I feel like you're gonna crash my vehicle. That's how these, moms and dads, I feel like a lot of people run into them situations. No, it's your vehicle. You don't got nobody co-signing you, nobody trying to run you. You get what I'm saying? So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. That's the step-by-step process on how to get your first vehicle from scratch with Navy Fed. And the reason why I say it's Navy Fed is because that's what worked for me. You get what I'm saying? I'm giving you guys personal data points. So hopefully y'all enjoy. Y'all have a good day. The Hood Rich. Gone.